Today's 2-minute fairy tale is a story where laziness can be rewarded. The Three Spinners by the Brothers Grimm. There's a beautiful but lazy girl who will not do her spinning. Her mother beats her for being lazy, and one day the queen's walking by and hears her beating her and is so disturbed she steps in and she's like, "Why are you beating your daughter?" The mom's super embarrassed that her daughter's so lazy, so she's like, I'm beating her because she works too hard. She spins so much we can't afford enough flax to keep her occupied. So the queen's like, "Ooh, that's really industrious. Come with me, I'll let you spin all the flax you want." So the girl has to go off with the queen because of her mother's lie, which is very Rumpelstiltskin. So the queen takes her to this room filled with flax. She's like, "If you spin all this in 3 days, you get to marry my son and be royalty." But she doesn't, just because she's lazy. So 2 days later, the queen comes back and she's like, "You haven't done anything." And she's like, it's because I'm homesick. But she realizes that excuse is only going to work once and she's going to be screwed later. So that night, these 3 women appear in her room. One has a grotesquely swollen foot, one has a grotesquely overgrown thumb, and one has a grotesquely drooping lip. Now they say, "We'll spin all the flax for you." And whereas Rumpelstiltskin does it for her firstborn child, they're like, "We just want you to invite us to the wedding." And she's like, "Hell yeah." They spin all of the flax for her. In the morning, the queen is super satisfied. She arranges the wedding, and our girl does what she promised. She invites the 3 women and gives them a seat at a high table, claiming they're her aunts. The prince, who she's marrying, is like, "Oh my god, they're so ugly. How'd they get that way?" And the women answer, "I got my foot this way from spinning flax and hitting the pedal." The other one's like, "My thumb is from spinning flax." And the droopy lips like, "My droopy lips from the flax," like twisting the thread with my mouth. So the prince forbids his bride to ever spin flax again because he doesn't want her to get ugly like those women, and she becomes a princess and never has to work again. There is an older Italian one by Basile called The 7 Pork Rinds. In that one, the mom beats the daughter because she eats these 7 pieces of bacon that were supposed to be for everybody. A passing merchant asks why, and she lies that she's so industrious, so the merchant marries the girl. He leaves her to do the spinning, and she gets these 3 fairies to help her just because they think she's funny. But she gets all these nuts and puts them in her clothes, and when the merchant comes back, she like lays in bed and crunches the nuts and says it's her bones, and she's like, "Spinning made me so ill, my bones are breaking." So he's like, "Dang, you do overwork yourself. No more spinning for you." As always, check out my book, Dust Spells, and my podcast, link in the bio.